QHHT Sisler here. I wanted to share with you today a session story from one of my clients regarding my husband. My husband passed away June 20th in 2018, and he has been coming through in my sessions, and he's shown himself in many, many different ways. And I wanted to share with you this particular way that he came through in one of my sessions. So I had a client who came in to see me, and while she was here, she looked at me and she said, "Shay, your husband is here." And I said, "Oh, really?" And she says, "Yes." And she said, "He's sitting at a picnic table, and he has in front of him a white cup and a red bandana." And she said he's got this little smirk on his face, but it's almost like he's trying to tell me that this is a message for you, something to do with the white bandana or the red bandana and the white cup. And she says, "Did that ring a bell to you?" And I'm like, "No." You know, I'm racking my brain trying to figure out what is the red bandana, the white cup significance. I said, "Well, his favorite coffee cup is a white cup, so maybe that's it." And it's all I could think of. Well, as my session ended, a friend of mine came down from Utah, and so we talked about it with her, and nothing rang a bell with her either. But later that night that we were home and we were sitting in my house, and I said to my friend, I said, "Hey, did I ever show you the video that I made of Joedy?" I says, I had a video project for a class that I was taking on video editing, and I said, and Joedy was my actor, and I said, the video is called "If You Believe." And he was a homeless guy, and oh, that's a funny story within itself too, because every time I think about it, it makes me laugh. So I love thinking about it. But as we were putting this video together, and we had gone through and made sure he looked like a homeless guy, we had asked one of the local shopping centers if we could use a cart out of their parking lot, and then we, went to some different areas where they wouldn't be too disturbed by people. But I told him, I said, "You look a little bit too clean. We need to kind of dirty you up a little bit." So I remember him walking over to the fire pit, and it was so hilarious because he put his hands in the fire pit, got all the ashes on his hands, but then he just rubbed it on his face. And he come walking up to me and he just said, "How does this look?" And I looked at him and I just started laughing because, oh my gosh, he was so black. And anyway, I just started wiping it off his face and said, "No, not quite that much, babe." So I wiped it down, and so he looked pretty kind of, homeless looking, dirtier. And so anyway, we went ahead and shot the video. But my girlfriend, I was telling her, I says, it's really a beautiful video, and it's about a homeless guy who's kind of down on his luck, and his wife was killed in a car accident, and he just wants to create a different reality where his wife is back in his reality. And so he's out, and he finds this little pouch, and it's like a magic pouch, and inside of the magic pouch is a magic coin. And so he's just praying and wishing that life would be back the way it was. And so it's like, if you believe, that's the name of the video, "If You Believe," because our beliefs are so powerful. And I've always said that, and I thought, if you believe strong enough, you can create your reality. And in our reality that may not happen, but it's possible, I believe. And anyway, so the next morning he wakes up, and as he is sleeping that night, though, his life was passing before him in his dream state, I guess you could call it. But when he wakes up in the morning, it's like life is back to normal. And so he gets up, and he's just wondering what the heck is going on. He grabs his cup of coffee, and he goes and he looks out the back door, and there's his wife and his dog. Well, as my girlfriend and I are watching this video, we saw the red bandana and the white cup at the same time. So because I asked my friend, "Well, would you like to watch the video?" I said, "I created this video with Joedy in it, and I would like to share it with you. You want to see it?" And she said, "Yeah." So we're both watching this video, and as we're watching it, as soon as the red bandana and the white cup, and mind you, this is the same day, and this is how spirit works with you, because why would I even think about that video later in the day and show it to my friend? So obviously I was getting promptings to watch it to make the connection. So as soon as we make the connection, we both looked at each other and we both just started crying. And I'm like, oh my God, there is the white cup and the red bandana. And the video is called "If You Believe." And it's beautiful and it's amazing. And I know he was just reaching through the dimensions to give me comfort and let me know that he believes. Because my husband kind of always thought what I do is woo-woo. It's a little more on the spiritual side, and some of the things I do is not accepted by conventional religion or conventional healing methods. So, but it's a beautiful process. I just know he was reaching through time, and I wanted to share this video with you, and also to share the information, let you know that those that have left us are on the other side, and they're reaching through. If we're open to receive the messages that we're getting, they're communicating with us all the time. And if we're open to see it and hear it, and whatever, is one of your strengths, some people can hear, some sense, some smell. It's just different, but they're there. So I want to share with you how he came through. Enjoy the video. Thank you.
Fame is the fire that fuels the dream, that powers the engine that turns the world. Passion is lightning that creates a spark that lives in the heart of a boy and girl. Everyone tries in their own way. Everyone lives for a dream. The stars in the heavens can tell you to believe is a powerful thing. Yeah, you gotta want it from the bottom of your heart. You gotta give it everything you got. You gotta live it and never let it go. Live it so completely, body, mind, and soul. Faith is the candle that burns inside. It stands all alone in the face of the wind. Love has the power to harness the stars and take us to places we've never been. Yeah.